You girls,
men don't think about it.
We don't ask.
You girls. Sorry, go ahead with
what?
this.
You ladies are all like talking to your newly married friend, being like, "How's it going?" That's not a conversation guys have with
Men
each
don't
other.
check in.
It's just not what we talk about. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
one day
yeah.
he was just like, "We're getting divorced." Go. All right.
Okay. We are here with comedian Danny Polishchuk.
You.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You just
got
set
your-
your
you got
Apple
your-
Watch.
No, I just turned it off.
You got your Croc sandals, no socks.
You have 30 minutes. Okay. No, I'm kidding. No, I just turned,
All right, we're going.
I just turned the face off.
Danny, this is your wedding week. Do you
I've
have
been
jitters?
Do you give a shit?
No, I don't give a shit at all. But
That's what I thought. Thanks for being honest.
But it's a pain in the ass. So I got this fucking suit made. I got this like nice custom suit made.
Yeah, suit like it's your wedding.
Yeah.
You,
like
you
my
have
wedding.
one thing to do.
Yeah, pretty much. And then
That's so fucked up.
it's this place that I bought a suit from before. They make really nice suits. And then I had to go in there to get it like, because it was like custom made. And I had to go in there like, 5 times for sizings. And then I picked it up on Saturday morning. And I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
I picked it up on Saturday morning. And then I was like, didn't try it on until Saturday night. And then like the sleeves are not the same length. Like one of the sleeves is shorter.
Did they like
pants-
measure your arms and they said this guy has one?
I guess.
longer
I don't know.
arm?
Like they had the whole thing where they were, but anyways, it's like all fucked up. So then I called them this morning. They were closed yesterday. And then I called them this morning and I was like, hey, there's like and I have another suit. So literally yesterday we were like, all right, I guess I'll just wear this suit. Worst case scenario.
Yeah. Are they going to try to fix it today?
Yeah. So like first thing in the, like literally the moment they opened, I called them. They're like, oh fuck. They're like, come in here. We'll try and fix it. And so I came in here and they're like, because normally they're like, yeah, come back in 2 weeks. But I'm like, I need this by tomorrow morning.
Right.
So I was just there.
This is the most stress I've ever seen a man get over a wedding because y'all usually don't have a lot of tasks.
No.
Yeah,
This
and
is
they're
my-
big ones.
seemingly
It's
it's
the
one
big
task.
one.
This is the only task. And I
And
mean,
it's the whole look. It's all the photos.
I mean, the main thing is that I do have a suit. So we've already just resigned ourselves where like it doesn't work out because it's a linen suit. So the fabric's kind of weird.
That's
Right.
cool. That'll look really good.
Hot, yeah.
Have you seen her wedding dress?
No.
So is there gonna be like a thing where the guy like she's gonna turn around and you're gonna see
There's
it for
like
the
some
first time?
photo op. It's all
Yeah.
the
Photo
whole thing is
reveal.
just photo ops.
It really is the amount of photos I had to do for my best friend's wedding. I'm like, it really does.
A lot of time too.
Well, it's also like, I mean, obviously not I'll do whatever I want to do, but it just seems like a lot of time that maybe we would want to spend
Drinking, partying, talking,
hanging
well,
out,
it's all
eating.
before. Well,
The
you guys
time
are going to get to have
between.
fun while we have to go frolic on the fucking
that
beach with a
stinks.
wind machine so that it seems no wind machine. But,
I thought there really was a wind
no,
machine.
no, no,
I
no.
could see
Although it's supposed to
Heather.
be gusty.
Gusty.
So
well, then
put
you're
some pins in your hair or something. I don't know. It's supposed to be
Okay,
good.
thank you.
I don't know.
Pins?
I don't know. Bobby pins. I don't know what you chicks do. But
Thank you for the heads up.
Hairspray.
I'll bring some
It's supposed to
pins.
be because she's been looking at the weather and she's like, "Oh my god, it's going to be gusty." I'm like, "I don't know. It's Hawaii. It'll
I'll
be
bring some
fine."
extra pins for Heather. I'll put them in my satchel.
Is there a wedding planner?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've never talked to her.
you fucking.
What's her first name?
Carol.
Oh, what's her last name?
I actually do know. It's
Okay.
Carol's suck something.
Okay.
Carol sucks something.
Definitely the first 4 letters are the word suck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Succubus, maybe, or something.
Sucko, maybe?
Sucky.
Sucko.
All right. Well, good for her, Carol.
I feel like maybe she should have gotten a stage name.
Yeah.
When you propose, so when you set a date for your wedding,
I didn't.
that was all your fiance.
We were initially, our plan was her brother got married in September, this past September in Colorado in Telluride. And it was like a really fancy wedding, right? And we had just gotten engaged. And then after the whole wedding, we were like, this is such a fucking nightmare. Like we were both like, this thing is such a nightmare, this whole thing.
Get a front row seat.
Right. And we were like involved kind of. So then we basically were like, you know what? We're just going to do a chill wedding. We're going to get married in Central Park.
Oh, that's great.
And then go
Well,
rent.
that escalated.
That didn't work.
Yeah, no shit. And
Actually,
then,
Hawaii.
So we were going to get married in Central Park, and then we were just going to go rent like a rooftop somewhere in Manhattan.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And then for like 4 or 5 hours, just like open bar, food.
Yeah,
These
that's
DJs
actually,
I
you're
know.
telling me my own wedding plans. That's what I want to do.
Yes,
It's
and
a
these
great
DJs
idea.
were going to come in. These guys I know were going to fly in from LA, and they were going to DJ the whole thing. And that was our plan. We went and looked at all these places. We basically had to narrow down to 2.
Uh-huh.
And then I don't know what happened. It just,
I mean, something snapped in her
just
brain.
one day she talked to her mom and she's like, we're getting married in Hawaii.
Not even a question.
She
Just
never-
like, this
no,
is
no,
what we're
no,
doing.
no,
Oh,
I
she
was not-
announced this to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, this is what's happening.
My mom and I decided we're getting married in Hawaii.
Quite literally. That's what happened.
And your thought initially was?
I go, you've never been to Hawaii. Why?
Oh, really?
She's never been.
Oh, so
It's
when you were telling me it's
beautiful.
beautiful, you've been, but she's never been.
She's never been. Like
Wow,
Foley,
she just got like a dream or something.
Well,
like
I mean,
a-
it's a pretty popular wedding destination,
Yeah.
but like Foley's getting married in Hawaii.
Okay.
I mean,
Is
it? Good for him.
Yeah, but his wife's from Hawaii.
that makes sense.
So she goes like,
She's
yeah,
Hawaiian.
all my family, all my family
Nice.
is here and whatnot, and it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Now we're gonna force him to pay
Everybody,
$1,200 to get there.
Nobody even lives on the West Coast who's coming to the wedding, other than my brother who lives in Victoria, British Columbia.
Was anybody pissed that you?
Yes, me. Yes, everybody.
We were
just
talking about the
assumed.
show, like a destination wedding. Like sometimes it's cool because you're like, okay, cool. Now it's an excuse to go to this place. But it's also like now I gotta spend. It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a big
I mean,
flight.
I literally every person who I told, I was like, hey.
Sorry.
You do not have to come to this.
Yeah.
Do not feel obligated to come. It's like, do not feel like
a
you
warm-
have to do this.
warm
yeah,
invite,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
But I get
it's
it.
just because of the
That's the
money.
right-
It's like,
I hear
it's
you.
the whole thing.
Well, it was funny because I had
Actually, sorry, I take that back. There was one person, my other friend who got a destination wedding, who got divorced a year later. I was like, you do have to.
you,
come to
Yes.
this.
You made
have
us
to
go
come.
through it.
Where was his destination? wedding?
Jamaica.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And then how long
But
after
it was
did he
in
get
the winter-
divorced?
Like a year,
Wow.
2 maybe.
Oh, wow.
But his was in the wintertime. Like I had one friend who was like, yeah, I could have swung it if it was like a winter thing. But he's like, you're going to make me go to Hawaii in the summer?
Oh, right. That's another good point.
Okay.
Yeah.
so it
Yeah.
was.
Well, I mean, I always wanted to have a destination wedding because then I can invite everyone. No
Yeah.
one's mad at me, but then most people aren't coming. This is my
And
plan.
everybody looks at the invitation and like, where's Transylvania?
It's in Romania and I've been there. Yeah, but no, I feel like because you that is the way you invited everyone to the wedding, including
Yeah.
me. We were like literally at a pop-up Christmas bar and Danny and Heather were there and they go, oh yeah, by the way, we're getting married in like June. If you want to come, you can come.
Why?
And I was just like, you know
Wow.
what? I'm gonna foil your plan.
Yeah, I mean, there's no foil. It's gonna be a good time.
I am gonna come.
It's gonna be a nice wedding.
Well,
it's gonna
to
be a
be
good time.
like a
It's just-
tropical destination with all your friends, that's cool.
I just remember when my friend got married in Jamaica and he had one close friend who came, but like literally had no money. And it was just like such a, like it was just
And
such
then he
a,
got divorced.
And he got divorced and it was just like such an imposition on him. Like everybody, like basically a couple people like loaned him money so he could come. And he's like, well, it was like he wanted to come and he's just like couldn't. And you're like,
Fuck, man.
For your friend who got divorced, did you see
meet
it
him.
coming?
he's gonna be there. No, he's got a new,
shit,
he's got a new
Corinne.
girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah. Did I see it coming? No. See, here's the thing. You girls,
men don't think about it.
We don't
wait,
ask.
You girls, sorry,
You-
go
you
ahead with
chick-
this.
You ladies are all like talking to your newly married friend, being like, "How's it going?" That's not a conversation guys have with
Men
each
don't
other.
check in.
Not on their wedding.
connect.
I was like, no, we connect. We go golfing and stuff.
Yeah.
But-
You talk about stuff when you golf?
yeah, golf.
It's very on the nose.
Wow. You guys are
Talk about-
so literal.
Yeah, we just get some beers and smoke some weed
Okay.
and golf, and
Oh, that's kind of sounds fun.
it's great.
That would make me golf, actually.
Yeah.
Beers and weed.
It's honestly, it's a really fun time. But no, that's not
Being a man?
Yeah, no, it's just not what we talk about. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
one day
yeah.
he was just like, "We're getting divorced." Go. All right.
Okay.
That's the
sucks.
level of support that a man gives another man?
Yeah, you go. Sorry to hear.
Sorry to hear.
Can I get my
Jesus
gift? Can I get my
Christ.
gift back?
Yeah, right. Oof, ouch. But I also understand that.
Well, I just feel like everyone in the group gets one wedding. So whether or not it ends in divorce, that was kind of like the big one where you get the weddings and the fanfare,
Yeah.
and the
Go
gifts
big or
and
go
the
home.
and then
I love the gifts.
if you find true love later, oh well, your love is the gift.
Yeah,
we went to
exactly.
the marriage.
Yeah,
That's fair.
We already went to that. I think everyone gets one big one.
Do you have a registry, a wedding registry?
We do, which is funny actually because
Did you pick anything on it?
like a pan.
Just one pan, huh?
So here's the deal.
She
Okay,
got
we live in a. Here's the thing. I don't know what your living situation is like. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
Our house literally looks like an Amazon fulfillment center. Okay. There is so much shit in our house. Like it looks like, it might be an old reference, but it's like our house is like Sanford and Son. Okay. Like it is full of shit. And she's like, we need this. I'm like, there's nowhere to put it.
Right.
Like, there's one,
You need a
we don't
storage
even
unit.
need it. She's like, let's get an air
Should have
fryer.
a Cube
I'm
Smart.
like, she's like, get an air fryer. Like, you don't cook.
I was gonna say, I was like, you do the cooking.
Yeah, I do the cooking. I'm like, and she's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
So then if I get an
Actually,
air
Brussels sprouts are pretty good.
But here's the thing: if I get an
That's
air
it.
fryer and I make chicken in it, she's like, the air fryer is ruined. Oh, like the air fryer can no longer be used.
She's
Wow.
So we
that-
need two.
Yeah.
We need like kosher, like a milk and meat.
But you
Yeah.
can put tin foil in the tray of it, and so that
The only tinfoil is going on my head.
when the
As a
aliens
hat.
abduct you, and then you
Yeah.
call me, and I'm gonna come too.
Yeah.
So, did she give you an opportunity to put anything on the registry?
Honestly,
Or is there only one
I'll tell you
spot
what I
left
did.
by
Is
the
she
time?
gave me the login for it to
Okay.
put stuff on, and all I did was mostly delete stuff without telling her.
Nice.
She was like, oh, we're gonna get like a Le Creuset baking dish. I'm like, you're never gonna use this, and we don't have room for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
we
just-
already
you should
currently
do
have
money.
a storage locker. Yeah.
Just
so
get money.
that is the one because that is the one thing. Is just like ideally there was one thing we did like a donation to the SPCA kind of thing.
Oh,
like
that's
some
nice.
dog charity.
Selfless, love it.
Yeah, there was there's like a couple things, but just we don't really need anything.
Yeah.
And it'll just be clutter, and we like don't even have room in our storage.
Do you have a
Right.
storage unit?
Yeah.
Wow.
In our building.
You gotta get a bigger
and it's
one.
packed. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We can't even get a bigger one. We
Is
just have to
any
get
of
a
it your
second one.
stuff?
Like a little bit. Like
But wait,
we
okay.
have a giant walk-in closet. Okay. I have 10% of it.
Wow.
Are
I
you-
have this sliver of our walk-in closet. The
Oh.
rest is just all her shit.
But Danny, instead of just getting more storage units, why don't you are you gonna like move to a bigger apartment?
Or just sell some
I would
stuff?
like to, but we live in fucking New York.
Yeah.
I've been trying to
That's why
convince
she get
her
money for your
I've been
wedding.
trying to convince her to move to Jersey City, but she's just not interested.
Yeah, no, she ain't gonna do that.
No. Now she goes, Williamsburg. I go, well, and we can get a nice big place in Jersey City. That comparable place in Williamsburg is just unaffordable. It's like literally
Well, this is her.
so much. And we're
It-
in a rent-controlled apartment.
It's her apartment, right? That
it's rent controlled.
It was. She lived in it before. Yeah.
sorry, it's
It's
both of
our
yours now.
apartment.
But yes, it was her. It was the one that she was living in.
Exactly.
Right.
But she somehow got a rent-controlled apartment, so then it's
Oh,
a
wow.
deal on top of it. So then
Yeah,
if we
that's
move
pretty good.
anywhere else, it's just like
Doesn't
so
make
much.
sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's just kind of the golden handcuffs. We're
Totally.
locked in. So.
You should get a bigger storage unit for sure.
well,
or get
yeah.
a gift card to CubeSmart on your
But
register.
the problem
or
is like
something.
bigger storage unit for what? To just hold
I know, you're just gonna get
garbage?
more stuff. It's like when women have a bigger purse and we just fill it with more
That's
shit.
what
and we're
she
like,
said. She goes, we need a bigger place. I go, you're just going to fill it with
Yeah.
just more shit.
Yeah.
yeah, that's correct.
Well, I'll still be just stepping over boxes to get to the bathroom.
I feel like I hate the phrase happy wife, happy life, but I feel like that's going to do you well.
No, that's extortion. Literally, that's extortion.
But Danny, you are one of my few male friends who seems genuinely happy in his heterosexual relationship with his female partner.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about how that came to be? What's the origin
slowly
story?
We are
withered
here with the
inside.
rare wild male.
Just,
No, wait, okay,
just
wait.
withered away.
So when Heather tells the
No,
story
no,
of
no.
your love, it's
Yeah,
like
no, no,
it's like
we
two
got it.
eyes meeting across a room, and I knew that he was my soulmate.
two different
the
experiences of each other.
shades
Do
of
you
green.
Yeah. Do you feel that way? Do you
Love?
feel?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel like when you saw her, caught eyes with her for the first time, did you feel something different than seeing another beautiful woman?
Yes. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So at the time that I met her,
Okay.
she was on a date.
I know.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't want to.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. She was on like
Oh,
a first date with some rando.
Oh, I thought she was in her previous relationship.
No,
okay.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no.
That's
I was
cute.
in my previous relationship. So
But it was in different countries.
It was a different country, but we didn't do anything. Like there was nothing untoward
know.
that happened. It was
Yeah.
literally what happened is I was wearing a Grateful Dead hat, and then I think but she was like blacked out, and then she.
Wait, then how the fuck did she tell this story?
Well, maybe
don't
not
remember.
totally blacked out. Maybe it's a
so
figurative
funny.
blackout. But she was, and then we were talking about like jam bands or something, and then we were because we were all comics or whatever, and Fred, and then somehow comedy thing came up, and then she just followed me on Instagram,
Okay.
and then I guess like I don't know, maybe after I'd broken up with my other girlfriend, maybe and then the pandemic happened, and then we were just like, she would, respond to the odd story of mine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like something where you were like up sleepless nights, like thinking about like, is she the one?
No, but I would think about her. I would. Yeah, for sure. Like I remember, like we definitely had a strong connection.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like something where I was like,
Past lives, baby.
maybe.
Definitely.
So would you get like kind of like excited?
I don't think I was a human though.
What do you think you were?
That's very unlikely, Danny.
I don't know.
Turtle?
Maybe a dolphin.
A dolphin?
You wish.
I do wish.
It's really difficult for humans and animals, like to go from human to animal.
That's what I
can't
heard
do
too,
that.
because I really thought
read a
I
lot
was a
about
dog, and then it just seems like that was just something I had hoped.
Yeah. You pulled a me with that one.
That was just something I hoped. Okay, so wait, and then she would respond to your stories, and then would you get like excited when she would respond to your, like a little like sense of like, who?
No, I don't know about excited, but I definitely was like.
Have you ever felt excited?
Yes, when the Toronto Raptors won the NBA Finals
Jesus
in 2019, that was a big day.
That's a fair answer.
Yeah. Like my wedding day is definitely gonna be going toe for toe with that day.
Well, because
greatest
I
day of
mean,
my life,
wedding days are so stressful, and then you're doing it in a different place. That's also stressful.
Not
and then
just as stressful as the Toronto Raptors winning the 2019
guess
NBA
not.
I mean, you have
Finals,
no idea.
Krystyna.
You have no
not.
idea. They were down 2-0 in the Eastern
oh
Conference
wow,
Finals to
that's a
Milwaukee.
big comeback.
Honestly,
That's a big comeback.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But also with weddings, what interests me when we hear from our listeners is like sometimes people very commonly invite friends and family that they don't want to come, and I'm like, why would you do? Fuck it, it's
you
your
have
day.
to.
What? No,
it's
you
like,
don't.
well, I guess you don't have to.
There's
but-
obviously repercussions to not, and so you have
Yeah.
to weigh is dealing with that. Sometimes inviting them is the better option.
Sure.
But do you have it? You don't have. I'm not saying name names, but like, are there people on the guest list that you're like?
No, nobody who's coming was not
Nice.
Because
That's
just
gonna
the
be a good
act
vibe.
of the destination wedding just whittles it down so much.
That's awesome.
I also feel like because both your parents are immigrants from Russia, right?
Correct.
So I feel like also when you have
and
immigrant
it's their
parents,
50th wedding anniversary the day before the
oh,
wedding.
that's cute.
Yeah, and I think
very
it's
sweet.
her parents' like 47th anniversary, like maybe the day after or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa,
that
that's
kind
cool.
of was a factor.
I was gonna say, I was like, that had to be on purpose, right?
Yeah.
But I
Just
also feel
sandwiched.
like when you have immigrant parents, like the opting to like not like your family is like not even on
an
the
option.
table.
Yeah.
Right.
Which they're like,
Honestly,
they
you
would be
have
like, what?
It does seem like that.
I have such a small family.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Me too,
Yeah, like tiny.
Yeah, me too.
There's almost nobody.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. Also,
same.
I
Like
realized
a car accident would basically just orphan me.
Right.
Like
Same. Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of nice.
How beautiful. The phone lines are officially open because it's, I don't know if anyone.
Oh, yeah. Let me
I feel
put
like
my,
have
Are we
to.
live streaming?
No, we're not
No.
live streaming, but we just told people
Oh, okay.
as of 1:15 they're allowed to call in with
Yeah.
advice for you.
Okay.
I'm more interested.
Is it gonna be all women advice? Be like, do whatever she says.
I was so curious, like what that would be, what that
Yeah.
would look like.
Yeah.
But maybe no one will call in.
Maybe no one.
Is it weird if I get an extra storage locker for me to just hang out in?
No, I don't think that's weird
give.
because you need your own space.
Yeah.
Well, my boyfriend and I have separate apartments a block away from each other. I tell you,
I actually
it's
kind of
fucking awesome.
floated out that idea.
I think it's really healthy.
Maybe the other night,
Yeah.
like literally
She
2 nights
probably
ago,
didn't like that.
I go, we should have our own place.
Yeah.
Were you really serious, Dan?
right before your wedding?
Oh my
should live
god!
I'm not
separately.
literally serious, but
Or you can get a place, a commercial
hate
place,
it.
and come
I mean, I
here.
have one in this building.
Oh. Well, then there you go.
It's just a little far.
Yeah. But worth for inner peace. It's got to be tough. Like living in a 1-bedroom together as a couple has got to be.
And a
It doesn't
dog,
matter.
it's-
It doesn't matter how great you guys are, how much you love and respect each other. That has got to be nightmarish at times.
Yeah.
and it's nobody's fault.
I like my alone time.
Right,
Yeah.
as you should. I think it's healthy for
And
your.
she gets lots of alone time because I'm gone all the time.
Okay. Does she work from home?
Yeah.
Oh, does she do sessions over Zoom and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so-
that's cool.
So she gets plenty of alone time.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
it like being engaged to a therapist? Does she like therapize you?
No.
Good,
She's
that's
like,
good.
Never?
No. Like you would never.
She's probably sick of it. Maybe.
You'd never be able to tell she's a therapist. Like it doesn't like her whole family says it though. Her whole family's
I was
like,
just gonna say what she said something at the strip club in Vegas that
literally-
was so fucking funny, and I forgot what it was.
literally her whole family's like, we can't believe you help people with their problems. And I feel the same way. Like she's not like...
She has a warm, kind energy.
Yeah, for sure.
She reminds me a lot of my therapists.
She's the best.
Who is like... who is more like
a friend.
I would say like non-traditional is the word I would use.
I think she's not.
But I think there's like there's something that's got to be to gain from having like a hot girl cheerleader therapist. Like I could see that being very beneficial.
Yeah,
because she's beautiful. She's very womanly. Like she kind of leads with her sex. She's very sexual, and I love that about her. She's such a good time. She's a fucking great time.
She's the best. Great time.
She's such a good time. But yeah, that's really funny.
And real hot. Great time.
Yeah. It helps, I guess.
But no, like she always does like the annoying stuff where like she'll read like a mean comment on YouTube on something, and she goes, "Does that upset you?" I'm like, no, I don't give a shit.
Do you genuinely do? Yeah, because it's, I mean, at this point, you're like...
yeah, I'm like, I don't care. I mean, sometimes I like sometimes I like pissing people off.
Yeah,
but she internalizes that, and because if someone left a mean comment on something she did, it would just break her.
But this is also
like...
like...
not about this life, you know?
Yeah, it's also just like a different kind of thing. I feel like if you're a comedian who's never getting any mean comments, you're probably not a very good comedian.
No, you're not doing anything, yeah.
Yeah, you got to ruffle some feathers.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
but then that's the extent of her therapy. She'll be like, "Does this upset you?"
Like, so you didn't have like a serious talk before you made this commitment to marry each other, like a sit down. Like, what's like how serious of a conversation did you have
about?
I'm not even trolling you. Like, I'm truly interested.
About getting engaged?
Yeah.
Or like, okay, so
because like apparently couples talk about it before the guy proposes. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have an idea, but like the surprise, it takes away the surprise of it. Right?
But she picked out her ring.
Yeah, but I'm like, you have to talk about it.
She wasn't willing to leave it up to me
because otherwise you're leaving the choice up to like you're basically
like high stakes.
You're sitting waiting like, have I been good enough of a girl to get proposed to?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't think of it that way. I more think of it like the guy's like, is she gonna say yes? You know, that's kind of fun.
Is she gonna read the jumbotron and say yes?
Yeah.
Well, I have heard guys tell stories though where like they're like, yeah, I was gonna propose, but then like my fucking girlfriend pissed me off, so I waited 3 more months. So it is a little bit of like, are you on Santa's naughty list?
I actually did that a little bit. Because we had the discussion. I can't even remember what happened. But
you don't want to propose when you're pissed at her, though.
But she was like being annoying about it, and then I go, "You're like in a timeout right now." Basically,
she was being annoying about being proposed to. I can't remember
what it was because I was like, I wasn't like dragging my feet about this at all.
Yeah,
and then it seemed like a normal amount of time because I remember first when you first started dating
4 years ago.
Yeah,
we met 4 years ago. We're gonna basically meeting to or like first date to married 4 years,
right?
Which is, I guess some people would like, maybe Orthodox Jews would say that's kind of long, but
right.
Yeah, it was, anyways, I can't remember what it was. And then I was like, I would fake her out a little bit because she knew. So then like we went to like the Dead and Company show at Citi Field and she was like, I thought it was going to be, I go, yeah, we'll keep thinking, pal.
Wow.
Do you have a daddy-daughter dynamic in any way?
No, I don't know. What is that?
Like a flirt, like in a flirty way of like he's the wise one and she's just
that's
hot
obvious.
in a box of Amazon.
Yeah, I mean that's just
What's your age gap like?
6 years.
Oh, it's not even that much.
Yeah,
okay.
No.
So how far into the relationship did she start dropping like propose to me hints, or was she just like, you need to propose to me?
I just see her like rolling by on a chair with her ring going, do it.
Let's see. We got engaged on Canada Day last year.
Was that her dream?
No, that was just so I could remember it.
Are you being serious?
That's fucking hilarious. Are you serious?
I mean, it was like going to be around that day.
What's Canada Day?
July 1st.
July 1st. Okay.
Oh, is that your 4th of July kind of thing?
Correct.
Okay.
So it wasn't specifically about Canada Day. But it was just because that's an easy one to remember. I'm not lying.
I believe you.
It was a factor.
Life hack.
Man hack.
Boy hack.
Yeah, 4th of July, Christmas, all good days.
Okay.
I don't know. There was like some discussion and then there was, some element of like, she's not getting any younger kind of thing.
Cool.
And
that's what she offered that or you offered that?
That was
I hope you offered it. Oh.
No, I agreed. I go, yeah.
Goddamn right.
I have to freeze your eggs soon.
You're old as hell.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know. It kind of like, I didn't feel overly like pressured. It seemed like it was the right kind of kind of timeline for all this stuff.
Yeah, no, I feel like as your friend, it felt not like when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I was kind of like, because when your friends start thinking like, oh, are they gonna get engaged soon?
Right.
Even though like you could never get engaged and it would totally be fine. But there is just like a natural like internal clock that I think all the friends have
for
too.
sure. I mean, I have like some of my friends, a couple or one of my friends coming to the wedding. He has 2 kids. He's not married.
Right.
Like they're just together.
Nice.
I'll make sure to fucking stare at him.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
judgment
don't think they care.
No, I'm kidding. I totally don't care.
Who's
either.
paying for the wedding?
Her dad.
Oh, cool. Wow, that's tradition.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys aren't going to be financially put out at all by the wedding. Oh, that's amazing.
That rules.
Well,
Wow.
I had to buy
You had to buy the ring.
obscenely expensive ring.
Yeah.
Oh, the second. Okay, so you didn't buy one where it's like comes in a
Set?
pair, a set. Yeah.
No. There's this guy.
She picked it out, huh?
She picked out basically, yeah. I did very little. Like she picked out the diamond. Like we basically went to this jeweler in the diamond district, and he was like, "Here are your diamond options." And surprise, surprise, she picked the most expensive one. What are the odds?
Well, that makes sense.
You don't have to reveal, but can you give us like a just
range?
like if it's just like like what
Above 20K?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what is a ring costing these days?
Above
20K?
Yeah, well,
Whoa.
she wouldn't get. I was trying to push her on lab grown, but she needs like people to suffer
I was gonna say.
in order
Right.
for her diamond to be mined. So,
Okay.
because lab grown are literally like.
How can you charge money for a like a shitload of money for a lab grown diamond? That's
Well, it still costs a lot of money to make them. And
Okay.
I think they're like a third of the price or something
Oh,
of
that's
a regular
amazing.
one.
That's incredible.
But they're literally
no people die.
identical. Like it's not
Right.
like a fake diamond. It is
Right.
a real diamond that is identical to a regular diamond. From what I understand, the only way the jeweler can tell it's lab grown oftentimes is because they're too perfect. Right? So
This is
that-
just too perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
That oh god,
but
rings
there's something
are so
about
weird to me.
there's something about women where they're just like not
that's a
all
certain-
women.
not
but-
all.
I would want a vintage
I think
one.
it's such a
Yeah.
waste of money to get a ring. I
from like an old countess.
yeah. Something antique
I mean,
or
that's the
something.
could be any
I
more
mean, my
money.
gotta
ring,
sage
my
it.
ring was my great grandfather's ring.
That's amazing.
And then it was they had to resize it because
Oh, your wedding ring.
my band
okay.
was
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
really-
my
that's so
great-grandfather's-
meaningful.
Yeah, it actually has some
That's really
meaning.
meaningful.
Yeah, well, this is meaningful because a couple kids lost an arm.
Yeah, that's true.
In Sierra
That's true, and
Leone,
they'll
so
never forget that
They
until
will
their next
never
life.
forget that.
And then maybe
They'd love to wear a ring, but
right, they
no
can't.
arm.
No
They
arm. Yeah, their ring finger's gone.
Holy
it's in the
shit.
ocean. It's in the ocean with the cogs.
Oh my god.
man.
Yeah, the rings are expensive. But then she had like her actual engagement or the wedding band, which was
Did you do bachelorette parties?
no.
Really?
I heard you had one at Brooklyn Comedy Club, Danny.
Oh, what the
Yeah. My bachelor party was yesterday. We
Was
went
there a
to
stripper?
We went to sumo, and it
that's fun.
sucked so much.
Why?
We went to this there's a sushi
saw-
and sumo thing.
Where
and
is this?
It was at the Dougal. Eric went actually. Eric, how bad was it?
Oh my god, it's fake. It's like for kids.
Oh no!
So crappy. It was $160 a ticket. You
It did have
like
a medieval times vibe
It
to
was.
it.
It was like kind of medieval
Yeah.
times.
I saw the vids.
You get like a little sushi box, worse like airplane garbage sushi.
Oh, no.
And then it was like they were just killing time. They were like, "This is the rules."
It's like
of
Showtime.
But honestly, they're like, "This is the rules of sumo."
2 intermissions.
2 intermissions.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's just so crappy. The only good part of it was at the end. They're like, "All right, now does anybody in here want to take a crack at some of these sumo wrestlers?" And so these people would sign up to try and fight the sumo
Did
guys.
they get their ass kicked?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
It's like, but some of the matches were like fake. They were
Wow.
like, you could tell they're like,
It's like WCW style.
kind of.
That's
It
not
was-
honoring
it
the
was-
tradition.
It sucked.
It would have been so funny if you had to
strip club.
postpone your wedding because you got injured because you decided
You know
to
what?
fight.
You know what's
sumo.
so
My
funny?
friend had to do that.
So literally, they were like, they would go, "Who wants to come up?" And I had that exact thought process where I go, "This would be the only way to make this a fun day would be if I went
to
and
get
fought." The guy, like the
fucking
400-pound
hilarious.
guy, because some of them were like my size. Like they're literally like
So
going through
you're the
this thing.
size of a sumo wrestler.
Some of them were like
Guy going on
literally.
Ozempic, Danny.
Some of them, literally, one of the guys was 245 pounds.
Maybe he's on
I'm like
Ozempic.
225. I'm like,
Yeah. That's
And you
too low.
lost a lot of weight
yeah,
recently.
but I'm like, I'm not like that far off. Like they were like, they had this
Jeez.
write up where they go, yeah, your typical sumo wrestler, elite sumo wrestler eats between 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day. I'm like, so do I.
Yeah, that's not that much.
I'm like,
Wow.
but anyways, and then I go, this would be funny to go do this. And then I was like, man, if I got hurt or something, That would not go over well with her.
Yeah, no, Heather would be pretty pissed.
Yeah, if I'm like in a sling because I had to fight a sumo wrestler a week before the wedding.
Do you, are there going to be speeches?
I haven't written one. I don't know. Maybe someone will.
Wait, are you doing vows?
No, Jews don't do vows.
Oh, so it is going to be a typical Jewish wedding where she gets held up on the chair?
I don't think so, no.
Is that you can if you want to, but I guess.
I don't know. Jews don't do vows.
Really?
Jews don't do vows.
I didn't even know that was like a denominational thing.
Like basically,
I thought it was like an American thing.
That's easy.
I don't know, but whatever the rabbi is was like, it was a woman, but now it's a guy because she had to bail. But
Damn it,
Yeah,
chicks in
yeah.
the workplace, man.
but no, they were like, I think Heather maybe wanted to do vows, and she's like, no, Jews don't do vows.
Oh,
No, we signed a contract.
But Heather's Jewish
with God or
too,
with
so-
like on a paper
No, like just like an actual. It's called a ketubah, and it's like a literal
Right.
contract.
of how you're going to conduct your wedding.
No, of the marriage and stuff. It's very Jewish.
That-
real on the nose.
Is she going to be held up on the chair?
Yeah, she'll probably have a panic attack. I think so. It's such a small wedding though, but yeah, I guess at some point.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's
that'll
not.
be
It's
fun.
not going to be like a normal wedding though. Like,
are
it's
there like
just-
best men, best women? No. Okay,
No.
that's wow. I'm surprised. So Heather didn't have like a bridal shower or anything, or like
Nope.
wow.
Yeah. None
Okay,
of that.
that's why she was going ham on my gift list.
Yeah.
Because I feel like weddings, the woman gets just gifts the whole from start to finish.
Well, I think the previous wedding kind of soured her on all of this stuff.
What previous?
Of her brother,
the brothers.
and like it was
Okay.
just so over the top that she was like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's just kind of.
Yeah, because that's not right. At the end of the day, it just matters to like celebrate love with the people you love.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what it's.
When you finally proposed, did she know that night that it was coming, or were you still?
She probably the month leading up to it had an idea that it was because again we went to get the ring
Right.
together,
So
so she knew she could do the math when we were there. The guy goes, "It's going to take 2 weeks to make it because it was custom made."
Right.
So she goes, "It's okay. Well, the ring's ready around now."
So it's
So
yeah,
then
so
now-
any
over
day
here.
now.
right? So then it's got to be at some point, and then
Yeah.
she knew actually because she said she knew because she was like she wanted to go out for dinner that night, and then I was like, oh, just pick somewhere because anytime I pick something, she just says no anyways. And then I go, just pick somewhere, and she picked like this insanely expensive sushi place, of course. And then I go, yeah, sure. And just the fact that I didn't object,
She knew.
yeah.
And then
She'd be
did you
picking
call
up.
the restaurant and tell them that you were going to
No,
propose?
but so
you didn't?
So no, I didn't. But I went there. It's called Bond Sushi, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. Yeah.
So we went there, and then it's actually funny because Chanel O'Marie was there.
We were just talking about her.
Literally, so they sit us down, and there's
She's so
like if
sweet.
you walk in, there's like this long,
Wow.
just like strip of tables of like
Just
whatever.
a nightmare. They're trying to propose in like another comic.
But so you're sitting beside like all these people. So
Oh, fuck,
so
that
they
sucks.
sit me down because
Okay.
Heather's obviously late and I got the table. So they sit me down and I go, hey, can we move in the back? And I like explain to them. And they go, okay, yeah, we'll move you in the back. And so then we're in the back and then Heather gets there. She goes, I want to sit in the front. I go, no, like this is better here. There's like quiet. There's like few people around. I go, no, this is better. She goes, no, I want to, this sucks. Like I want to sit over there. I go, no, this is good.
This is back and forth tennis for
Yeah,
like an hour.
Basically, she's like, no, this is better. It's like vibier over there. I go, no, this is plenty vibier. Sit here.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like this is how most proposal stories go. It's just
Always. The woman
it's
is,
the
like,
woman
pissed off
fucking
about-
it up.
Yeah.
Consistently.
She doesn't feel good. She's pissed.
Yeah.
Or
But
something.
But it's also, I think it's also, it's like also us reacting to men never plan anything. And then this day is so rigidly planned. And
Right.
so we're like fighting against it.
Right.
Well, no, the problem is that she just basically just does the opposite of whatever I choose all the time. So,
Nice.
So had I picked the original, had I stayed in the original seat, she would have been like, no, let's go sit back there.
Oh, so you had to kind of, you should have done like a reverse psychology.
I could
thing
have,
on
but I
her.
couldn't risk
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
'Cause
Right.
It wouldn't have been good to like cram like shoulder to shoulder to it.
yeah.
Right. And then having other people.
Uh-oh. We have a
Here we go.
call.
Uh-oh.
We have
Hotline.
a call.
Hotline.
Hello? Hello?
You paired to the Bluetooth.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello?
Do you not want to be on the Bluetooth?
No, I do want to be on the Bluetooth so we can all hear it.
Oh.
Okay.
There'll be some heavy editing in this episode, Eric.
Yeah.
Get
Our
ready.
rampant phone lines.
Yeah, maybe.
Make a timestamp.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, make
am
a
I still
time-
talking?
make
now?
a timestamp.
Oh, I'm still talking to you. Hold on.
Oh.
Wait.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Why can't I hear you? on
man.
Fucking Bluetooth.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dan-
what's
Danny's
your name?
excited.
And how can we help you?
I'm Benjamin. I call because it says calling all married and divorced fuckers. So I'm just calling.
Are you married or divorced?
Divorced.
Did you have a destination wedding?
Yeah, actually we did. It was at Yosemite National Park.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Shit. How long
No,
after?
It was a bad idea
Oh, why were there like bugs and bears?
because it's hard to get your friends and family to come out to the middle
It
of
is.
nowhere. You know?
Yeah, it does tend to be.
Yeah, Danny's about to get married in Hawaii this week.
Oh, that's cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah, there's no divorce in your future, Danny. I mean, there's not.
Well, I mean,
Do you have any
might be.
advice for Danny on married life?
Yeah, what happened that your marriage fell apart, and how can Danny not do that?
you got to keep banging. You can't. Once you stop banging, you become roommates.
I don't think that'll be a problem for these two, just being around them.
Yeah. Have you seen her titties? They're huge.
Yeah.
Kind of being
But
in
you
the
gotta
vicinity.
bang for like the next 40 years.
Okay.
How old are you?
Guy seems tired.
From banging.
How old is this guy? I don't know
How
if
old are you,
can-
sir?
I'm 38. Tomorrow I'm 38.
Oh, happy almost birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You just got to keep banging. Okay.
That's easy. So you and your ex-wife, stop banging?
Yeah, that's another thing. People always say sorry too. They're always like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," but they're
Well-
just assuming that it was a bad thing before
Yeah.
you even told them the story.
Well, it
That's
didn't
true.
end the way that you had planned.
But maybe it was a nightmare to begin with and you really wanted out and this was a blessing.
Yeah.
Oh.
How long did it
wasn't so much
last?
of we were married for 4 years, but we're together for 10.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's a good go. That's a good go.
A little bit of long
You had your
lead
time.
up.
Yeah, you had your time. Why
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
your idea to propose or was she like TikTok motherfucker?
To propose?
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't like TikTok motherfucker. She was actually surprised I proposed.
Oh.
Just because
Yeah,
you
she
never
thought it was gonna
assumed
be
he
like more
would.
time.
It got that point.
I was going to say, that's not good.
And how soon into the marriage did you stop banging?
Well, we had been together for 6 years.
Right.
So probably it started slowing down around then.
Oh, when you
say.
got married.
Oh, so she was just
Maybe
fucking
a
you
year
until she
before.
got the
Maybe like
ring.
a year before that. Yeah, it didn't coincide with the marriage, but it was maybe like a year or so before that too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Well, Danny, do you have any
Supervised.
questions?
Not really.
No. Do you have any questions or anything else you would like to add, sir?
Wear a condom in Hawaii? No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm guessing you don't wear condoms now. Not to get too
you
much
don't wear-
into your
You gotta
shit.
be fluid bonded.
No, we know I do work on it.
Really?
Really?
She's not on any
That's your
sort
body
of
or choice.
substance.
Yeah, me
Okay.
either.
All
You just
right.
go-
Plus, I know that how it makes women crazy, so I'm fine with it.
What? It does not.
Wait, come?
What?
No, like
Come? Birth control. pills.
Oh, no, I was saying because I was like, it's
oh,
actually.
I thought you meant raw dog.
I have a joke about
No,
how
no.
on Mansers
Where
they used to
condom
say
can
that
help you
cum
last longer.
is like a natural SSRI.
Oh, that's what I thought you were going. What did you say,
Yeah.
sir?
I said wearing a condom can make you last longer.
Well, we know
Well,
that.
sometimes we don't want that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Well, thank you so much for your commentary, and I hope you have a beautiful
Birthday.
yeah
Yeah, happy
And
birthday.
life.
Thank you. I
and
appreciate
life.
it.
And
Thank-
congratulations on the divorce. It's new beginnings for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll celebrate.
Yay! Okay, thanks for calling.
That sounds like a bathhouse fan.
Yeah.
Did you recognize that voice?
I didn't know.
No. Also, Danny, birth control doesn't make every woman
No,
crazy.
she
That's-
takes it. She's
that
fine.
it's-
It
would've
I've-
made me crazy
I've
had I not
I'm
taken
not even
it.
saying it as an observation. It's just what I've heard women say.
Yeah, but
Right.
that's because they're trying to fucking red pill you online now with that information.
But I've heard from women.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
some women do have a bad experience.
some do have a bad experience, and then some are also working for the patriarchy.
Oh, okay. I love the
via
patriarchy.
TikTok.
Shout out to the patriarchy.
Shit.
So just so you know.
Shout out patriarchy.
Well, speaking of patriarchy, patriarchy. Okay, so you got me. Well, you didn't get me into, but like you introduced me to this thing called female dating strategy.
Yep.
And it's a dating show run by femcells. Is this correct?
Correct.
What's a femcell?
So a femcell is like a female incel.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like someone who was serious about feminism.
Yeah. No, they are. They're like, what wave are we on of feminism right now?
Third?
Who the hell knows?
I think third.
So they're
I would
like
argue fourth,
second.
really, but okay.
So they're basically
bra-birding.
they're against sex work. Mm-hmm. They're against like
that's a lot of people are like Tina Fey is.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I don't.
Yeah,
I would
they're
not
against
want
all
her
that
opinion
stuff.
on-
They basically think that all men are scrotes, and they call all men low value males.
Oh,
We're in fourth wave.
That's
Fourth
mean.
wave.
That's
Okay.
right.
So they're maybe
okay,
second or
okay.
third, and they
So they're bullies.
they're kind of bullies,
'Cause
but
they
they're kind
haven't
of
gotten
based
fucked.
sometimes. Like they say some stuff where you go, yeah, that's a good point.
Right.
And then,
Yeah.
but anyways, I made this tweet. This is the tweet. It was when Gabby Petito died. And
right.
it said, Gabby Petito just reached 1 million followers on Instagram. There are a lot of influencers who could stand to learn a thing or two from her.
That's hilarious.
Right.
Just a joke.
Hilarious.
About, obviously, if you want to
I think it's a real-
influencer, go get murdered.
I think it's like very
And then
deep
you'll finally
commentary on the society that we live in.
Yeah, it's accurate.
And so they have this huge subreddit. It's like 250,000 people in it.
Yeah.
And then they like put me on blast for this joke, being like, I'm like pro murder or something.
Yeah.
And so all these people were tagging me. Being
no
like,
sense
I don't
of
know
humor.
why, but yeah, they were like tagging me. And then I was like, who are these people? And then I don't know, one day I saw their podcast, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do like a live, just listen of the podcast. And then just people loved watching me suffer, I guess.
That's hilarious.
So
What
then I
did you
listened
learn
to-
on episode 1? Do you remember specifically like any or any
I didn't learn-
core lessons that you've learned overall from female?
I'm curious what you agree with.
I agree. What I agree with, that's a good. Well, they would say things here and there I agree with, like I don't know,
Go
like
Raptors?
some of their stuff was like, you know, women should never go on like a coffee drink date, like ever. Like
why?
Because they're like, we spend so much time getting ready and so much money getting ready. Women should never pay for anything.
You agree with these things?
No.
Oh.
No. I mean,
Those
again,
are
it's
interesting
it's
philosophies
by the
because-
person. Like, definitely never be in a relationship where you feel like you're getting dicked around in any way.
Of course.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
kind of, which is, I guess, fair. Or,
I guess fair.
well, just like they mean, you know, if a guy doesn't intend to marry you, like, just get out.
Oh,
You know.
interesting.
Well,
Wait,
there's
that's interesting.
But there's a theory that like I've read lots of things from dating experts for all the content I've taken in over the past 10 years. That's basically like if you shouldn't really be dating anyone long term who you can't potentially see marrying. There's
Yeah.
like no
Right,
point
because
to it.
There's no point to it.
Yeah.
Which is fair. And the thing is so they started off with their podcast being like, here's all our theories and whatnot. And then it just devolved into them watching like Love is Blind and just being like, this is what happened last week.
Are they hot? Or
No,
conventionally
so they're,
attractive, I would say, by society standards, which are shit, but you know.
That was
I
so
don't
beautiful.
know. I don't know what they look like.
Would I want to fuck
I
them
don't
or
know
not?
what they look like, but no.
And I think there's a reason for that though.
No, so they're
They got a face for radio.
anonymous. They're
Oh, of course.
no, they're
All right.
anonymous because they
So they're
say
not hot.
crazy shit. Like they say like some stuff that would certainly be
I love
considered
them. I'm a big fan.
Islamophobic.
Oh,
a lot
that's
of
shitty.
I didn't hear that part.
hijab,
not good.
burqa stuff.
But they're making
because of-
commentary. But they're just whitey's fucking not
Well, they're
understanding
not.
somebody's
No,
culture.
no. So there's Savannah. She is a Nigerian British woman.
Okay. Okay, so I trust this group a little more now.
Ro, who I believe is mixed race. I think she says she's half black.
Okay.
She's American. And then there was the other one, Lilith, who I don't think is a real
Whoa,
name.
what a name.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a real
I
name.
would say, is
darn.
Ro even her real name? Because like Roe v. Wade,
Wade.
to
Well,
me,
but
that's
it's
a little
all-
bit
maybe,
like
but it's
My porn name is Roe v. Wade.
AUX or something. But they're probably
yeah,
all.
but-
They're probably all.
that sounds like an X-Man.
Yeah, they're probably all not their real names, but they say crazy shit. So they're
Okay.
Everybody's trying to find out their identities. So
Okay.
so they
okay.
anyways
That
they're
sucks.
anonymous, and
Yeah,
then
so it's for their safety. Probably.
Lilith, she's Canadian. She lives in Vancouver. She, I want to say, fell off a horse.
What?
and had like a brain injury or something.
Before or after the podcast?
During the
talk to Joe?
podcast. That's why they're.
Oh my God,
Remember
that's
how
why
I
the
said
ratings
they're
went
looking
up?
for a new person?
Oh, it's because Ro fell off a
no,
horse.
Pulled a Superman.
No, I don't know if she fell
Right,
off a
Christopher,
horse
yeah,
or
yeah.
something, but then she said the reason
it's
why she's not getting better is because of medical misogyny.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah, so she basically
Right.
is like saying that it's like medical misogyny is why she's not getting better. And then I think she found a guy because they were all single when it started. She found a guy and with the head injury.
So the real reason
Packed it
is maybe she didn't even fall off a horse. Maybe she just got a boyfriend and she was like, I gotta make up a much better excuse than
And then
getting a
And
boyfriend.
he
These
proposed to
bitches
her
can't
after
know I
her
met
head
a man.
injury.
After the head
That's a
injury.
little
Yeah.
manipulative.
But that's also uncommon because we always one of our favorite topics on this show is
Yeah.
a woman getting like kind of a debilitating injury and then the
seeing
man
them
leaving her.
stick around.
We actually
It's
have one to cover today,
Dude.
we have one to cover today.
That's so fucking funny and fucked up. I
It
can't.
is.
Sorry,
yeah,
one
that
of
is-
our favorite topics.
yeah, that is. I mean,
Wait, if Heather got mauled by a lion
Yeah.
and burnt, I know those are very specific.
The lion had acid.
Okay.
Acid
Or
lion.
they're trying to stop the lion from killing her, so they
Sure.
threw acid
Oh,
on her.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So half of her was scratch,
Yeah.
and then half of her was burnt. How long would you stay with her?
forever.
Liar. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. You don't know. I mean, you don't know. about
Was
these
her
situations.
I mean, you can't-
genitalia affected?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it was. And you couldn't have sex.
Probably would definitely just stay with her. Is this what you guys
What
do?
an
Is this what you guys do?
enthusiastic
You
answer.
guys bring on? You guys bring
You're
guys on your
You're
show and
actually
then try and
special.
get them in trouble?
We don't know. We don't fuck
Is
with.
that
We
what you
usually
do?
don't. We usually don't fuck with people like this. But
The week before the wedding?
you're in the fam.
The
So
week before the wedding, you bring guys
it's
on
just
and
so
then try
fun
and
to
fuck them over?
do before the wedding. And this episode won't come out.
No,
until
I mean
after.
that's the thing is you can never know until you're put in that position.
of course.
Right.
Totally.
That's a safe answer.
Yeah,
That is a safe answer.
That was a
But,
good answer. That was a PR
you know.
answer.
Yeah.
yeah. I think.
What are your thoughts on feminism, Danny?
I'm fine with it.
Cute.
I think women are definitely equal to men,
yeah.
assuming that that's the point of feminism.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But that's the thing. These
Hell
chicks,
yeah.
like, they agree with some of the red pill stuff. Like, some of the, I'll be like, damn, they'll say some shit where you're like, you sound like Andrew Tate.
Whoa. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they're
Well, it's
all
like an
over the-
overcorrection sometimes.
Do they make money off of their podcast?
Yeah, they had a Patreon. It wasn't
Okay.
anything crazy.
Is it a popular show?
They had a Patreon. They had a.
They have a 200. If they have 258,000 Reddits, it has to.
But I mean, they stopped doing it for a.
Sometimes people espouse these crazy ideas for literally for money.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're making some money.
Yeah,
Not
okay,
like I don't
okay.
think. I think
Not
they
enough
still
to-
work jobs. Like it sounds like they both work like corporate regular jobs or whatever.
Okay.
That's also probably why they can't reveal.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
They
makes
I think they do okay, but I mean, I don't think they're doing that good because they stopped doing it for a
Right.
while. They took time off, but anyways, the whole point is they're looking to find someone to take over.
Well, I mean, I went to
a
their
sexual
to
spot.
their website. It's the female dating strategy.
We bought their mugs. They have great. They have a mug, Scrote Tears mug. And there's these three
so funny.
images on them of scrotes, and literally two of them look exactly like me and Ryan.
No, let me see.
Okay, that's amazing. Well, first of all, on the
Wait, do
landing,
they hate? Do they know who you are? Do they?
They know who I am now because one, I was in their subreddit, but then two,
Oh, right,
like
'cause of
one
the
day
tweet.
when I was live streaming on YouTube, one of them, who I think is Ro, she was probably like updating the YouTube page and then got a notification of what was going of this,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then was like in the chat the whole time, basically.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Wow. That's funny.
uh,
That's generic.
I mean, these are generic men, though.
Yeah.
The one in the middle looks like
Yeah, it
you.
could.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's
'cause you
also
have a
just
beard.
like a man with a beard.
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think you want it to be.
I love
you.
how the
no,
mug
they made
handle
them
is
before
blue.
us, but yeah,
How
we
much
have
are the mugs? $20? That's not bad.
yeah, we have two downstairs.
1895. Oh, you bought them.
Yeah.
What's a Deddy Peeg?
Daddy P-E-E-G.
They call guys dirty pigs. Oh no, that's
Daddy
Savannah. Her
the accent. They
Her
spell it out?
Nigerian parents would call them dirty
Daddy
pigs
Pig.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I was like,
That's
okay.
a cute design.
when they were like
Well, when you go to the website, the first thing it says is lies men tell.
Yeah.
He's just
I
not
love
that
this.
into you is a phrase that only applies to some men. Here's why. He could be 100% into you. And guess what? You'll still get treated like shit. And you know
I mean,
what?
they're not wrong a lot of the time.
I'm behind this immediately.
I'm telling you. When I found out about it, I told Corinne, I go, this is right up your alley.
it's not too bad.
What do I have to do to audition? Can we send in like a tape, like real world style?
I think.
Can we pretend we're conjoined twins?
I would guess that you would instantly be if you wanted to be the new guest host, it would.
But then
be,
your identity's exposed.
Well, your identity's exposed, but you don't. Corinne doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
For them, they just.
We already made that mistake.
Yeah,
can't go back.
Can't go back.
Can't go back.
No putting the toothpaste back in the tube.
And then there's like multiple forums on here called Scrote Nonsense.
Yeah. They had a roast. They had one of their Patreon tiers was a roast to Scrote, where people would. This was maybe one of the best parts because people would be like, "This is like the worst guy I did," and like literally it'd be like some girl, and you're like, she's like, "Yeah, I met this guy outside of." He's like, "Oh, meet me outside of like the library," and then he had all this stuff, and then she's like, "This guy's fucking homeless," and then she still fucked him.
Well, that's on her.
Yeah, and like she's this whole thing, and he's like, he had to go like this whole
some
like
unhoused people are hot and great.
Yeah, but you're like, but then why are you thinking
Complaining.
you're better than this guy?
Right.
That's the thing is like,
It's
that's not the
inflation of the
issue of
ego.
having sex with a homeless person.
Right.
But for you to be like, oh, the nerve
He's
of
just
this guy.
another
You're
asshole.
like, you chose to have sex with him. Why are you complaining about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then there'd be like some guys where
There's
it's just
a
like
problem.
dudes on, kind of dudes want to like go on dates and then they'd be like, oh, we're going to go to this like nice restaurant. And then you just end up like walking around the park.
Ugh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, at what
whose
point do you
fault
just
is
say
that?
like, I would be like, hey, are we going to that
And it's the
restaurant?
guys like be making one excuse after another, and then
I
be
mean,
like,
that's
and then
fucking
and then be
annoying.
like, want to come back to my place?
Ew. Okay. Well, I mean, that's. But then it's like these characters are going to cross your path as a woman dating. So
Sure.
you just have to be the fucking confident enough to go, oh no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave.
Yeah,
and then just
that's
not
the main
give a
thing.
fuck.
You guys just got to know when to just be like, all right, this is over.
Yeah, throw the
could've
towel.
been the
I
one.
wasted an hour and whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
There's no dream woman who can magically fix your ex. Just know that these men don't change. They just change tactics. Again, I'm kind of agreeing with everything so far.
You'll like them. You'll like them.
Their website's a little basic, but
My cousin designed a dating app experiment to test her male friends, and every single one lied. Well, looks like we have an activity for the wedding. Oh my God. I do love my heroes. Oh my goodness.
so are you doing honeymoon? You get married in Hawaii. That's kind of a honeymoon.
Yeah, we still are doing a honeymoon.
Nice. A lot of
Where's the
vacations.
honeymoon?
Man, there's so many
I'm not
cool
sure
things
yet.
that come with getting married, especially if you don't have to pay for the wedding. That's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You get to party with your dudes and your chicks, and then you get to go on a vacation after that and fuck. That's so great.
Get to go golfing.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Fuck yeah.
What do you feel? So did you have like a
Nothing.
conversation about like foundational values? Like, do you feel like, so like what is it that like makes Heather different besides like you're attracted or you feel like there's some like kind of
Big titties.
Big titties.
cosmic
Big old cans.
cosmic thing and the cans?
I think the main thing different between her and any other relationship is like she is actually really funny.
She is really funny.
Yeah.
So and you mean that?
Yeah. Like not like stand-up. Like she's always like, oh, I could do stand-up comedy. I go, please fucking go do this.
Right.
Please do me a favor.
I would love to watch Heather do stand up.
Heather gets a humbling.
Heather gets a humbling big time.
She is very funny.
Yeah, but she's really funny, and I'd say we laugh a lot, and that's probably a good one because generally it's not always.
Trying to think of what she said at the strip club. I can't fucking remember it. But she
She's a
meant
wild
it,
time at a strip
She
club.
meant it
Yeah.
as a compliment, but it was totally an insult to this chick she was talking to. She genuinely, I saw her face. She genuinely didn't mean it.
Yeah,
she like
yeah.
was genuinely thinking she was complimenting this chick, and it was
Like a
such an
stripper?
insult. No, it was a woman that was with us, I think.
Oh, okay.
And I forget. You look like I think she said you look like a porn star, but like I was thinking like, but not like in a fun way. And then the girl registered that she was like, huh? And Heather was like, no, like you're so pretty.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, good save, girl, good save.
That's
Oh
such
my
a-
God. She is really funny.
Yeah, she's very funny. Yeah, we have a good time.
Yeah. Sick. So yeah, your marriage would be a good time.
Yeah, we have a good time. I don't know what else. I don't know.
I always
Got a little
imagine
deeper than Shane Gillis.
I always imagine these like very deep conversations that I would be having.
Me too.
Like about what?
Just
like
about
like,
philosophy and what you want out of life, and
philosophy, how we're going to
goals
conquer
do
the
you wanna
world
welcome
together.
in. Yeah,
Conquer
like
the world.
what do you want to work on with yourself, and what do I want to work on, and how can we see the world together, and just your fucking team, man.
If we're going to raise kids together, what our theory would be for like
Yeah.
a parenting approach would be.
Different
That
situations.
hasn't come up, like theory on parent.
But you plan
want
because
kids, though, right?
because you
we'll have
mentioned
kids.
Heather's age.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
TikTok.
I'm guessing that's on the table.
Yeah.
And that's a converse. Like, how far into the relationship did you discuss wanting to have kids?
I mean, she would be like, "Do you want to have kids?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to have kids."
And like, when did that happen?
I think it would just be like, you
Way
know,
to try to go deeper.
No, wait.
into it.
So wait, are you saying it didn't happen yet?
No, it happened
It
for sure.
happened,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Hit
it
a
wasn't
blip.
like a sit down, grab your notepad and your
No,
key.
no
You'd
one
just be
does
like-
that.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Do you want to have kids?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to have kids."
And had you thought about it before that time when it left her mouth?
Like
Oh.
with her or just in general?
Both.
Yeah, I want to have kids.
With her?
Yeah.
Okay, hell
Well,
yeah.
obviously, who
Yeah,
else?
yeah, you're marrying her. You're marrying her. You're marrying her.
Yeah, I think that goes. without saying.
So this
I
is
think
something.
that's why men get more stuff done.
Yeah,
they
they're
don't
not-
think about this shit.
100%. Men are thinking
It's-
about business while we're thinking about them. That's
for you guys.
That's one of our
That's a good-
slogans for the podcast.
That is
And
a
you
good
agree with
slogan,
it,
yeah.
right? You love
Good
that.
for you guys. You
Men
should
are
teach
thinking
a
about
class.
business while we are thinking about
We
them.
do. It's called business school.
Yeah.
There's many of them.
Okay.
Women can go.
Women are allowed.
Now we are.
2024.
Yeah.
But so you knew you wanted to have kids, and this is something I've been noticing a lot lately that many men have, like, will say after a relationship is over about their ex or about me, is it's happened because it's happened both ways. So it's not just like me specific.
Right.
Was what I meant by that.
right. I got you guys.
But like, I didn't know this until maybe past 5 years. It seems like men are silently testing our motherhood skills during the course of the relationship. This is something that I've been through, a secret test I didn't know I was undergoing. And this is something that a lot of my male friends have been testing their female partners on.
In what way?
Like, just kind of analyzing
Here's
the
this puppy,
behaviors
bitch.
and seeing if we would
do
make
have a
good
dog.
mothers.
We have a dog, and she takes care of him very
But
well.
like, was
Based
that
off
like
the
a
look in his
conscious
I
thing?
actually think she's.
you were looking for? Like,
No,
would
I
she
do
be
some-
a good mother?
I think she'd be a good mother. I do sometimes think she has like because she's like very like neurotic Jew,
Right.
so I think that would make
making sure the baby's got all its things.
like I think she's like whenever our dog has like some sort of thing, it's like she's
Very
like, I found a
tentative.
bump. We gotta go to the vet, and you're like,
Yeah.
no, it's just a piece of rice stuck in his fur or something.
Right,
But
yeah.
she's very like, but I
you
imagine
chalk that
her
up
mother was
to-
also in like the way I
have
think
you thought
about
about
this.
your future wife as a mother before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna be a fucking basket case, but I think she knows that as well. But I mean, I think about the fact that like all these people before us, they all managed to get it done. So
Yeah, totally.
Well, I agree, but yeah, I mean, yeah, no, there's like, it seems like you maybe didn't fall prey to this, but yeah, like men are kind of, I've seen them observing women and then realizing like they don't have the, I don't know, maybe like skill set that their mom had. I don't know what exactly men are looking for.
That is the only comparison that you have is you go
Right.
the skill set that my mother has, but that's not the end all be all.
Yeah,
Like,
that's just your experience.
What
my
was your
mom's
mom?
like
Yeah.
Heather can't cook. I can cook. So
And your
Yeah.
mom cooked?
both my parents cook. Yeah, but it's because they're European. This is everybody from Europe cooks.
Right.
That's
True,
just like
true,
normal.
Right.
Right. But it's like that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
all-
can,
it's all gravy,
as long
baby.
as there's like a fair distribution of tasks, I suppose.
What other things do you do besides cook? What other contributions?
Just make sure stuff's going well.
How
I
do you
don't know,
support her
plan
emotionally?
stuff. How do I just let her talk at me all day?
Talk at you?
Oh yeah. There's-
Okay.
You are the
I'm like
walking
this-
happy wife, happy life.
I'm this close to getting just like an air horn.
Oh, that'll go
Just
over
to
well.
just be like,
That'll go over well.
I mean, I literally said to her last night, I go, do you ever have thoughts that you don't say?
Wow. And how did she respond to that?
She goes, she doesn't, she gets it. Like, she's not like, doesn't
Yeah,
take
she's
a,
not a blind to her own.
I mean,
beingness.
I'm very like quiet and
Yeah.
don't talk a lot. And she's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Right.
So in terms of like if you averaged it out, there's a normal amount of talking happening.
Right. It's just mostly
Of
done
two
by her.
people, but it's mostly
Right.
done by her.
Right. But that's also good because you talk for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
sometimes you get home after recording and you're like, no one talk to me. I don't want to talk for
I feel like I
24
talk
hours.
less
literally
at
wanna
home
watch
because
the
of
videos.
this, for sure.
For sure, yeah. I'm just veg out, but it's fine. No, we have a good time. Yeah, but in terms of other stuff I do, I don't know. I fix shit when it breaks.
Oh, you can do that?
That's huge.
Yeah, I can do that stuff.
Is it financially? Did you guys pool your money yet, or are you planning on doing that? Are you keeping it separate?
I'm sure we'll do that at some. Like we haven't like opened joint.
You don't have a joint bank
No,
account yet.
nothing like that. No.
Are you
Are you
did you
going
sign a
to?
prenup?
Did I sign a prenup? No.
Well, you,
Danny.
but you, even the way you acted is like crazy. Like you acted like that was crazy. That's super
That's
common.
not crazy.
To
Everyone
sign
should
a
sign a
prenup.
prenup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone should sign a prenup.
Yeah.
You should
do it.
give it to her the night before the wedding. See what happens.
You can also do a post-nup.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't. But it's not way different.
But for both of
we're
you
not like way
guys.
different to be honest in terms of that stuff. So I don't think it really.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
but if one of y'all,
what if you
fucks
become
up,
super
you
famous
can
during the
get-
relationship?
True.
Yeah.
And then you're just like fucking loaded.
I don't think the prenup matters.
Or her, she gets
It
famous.
does.
I think a prenup like
You can
covers
write-
assets in.
But you can. No, I'm pretty sure you can write in.
I saw this one TikTok
like,
of this divorce lawyer, and he said there was a prenup where for the wife had to sign it. Now, again, I don't know how enforceable these things are because you hear about this nonstop like NDAs and prenups and
Sure.
stuff. that
And
just
then people are like
not
spilling the
enforced
beans.
eventually, but the prenup was for every 10 pounds the wife gained
Stop.
from their wedding weight, she got 10,000 less per month in alimony.
Well, she signed that.
She did sign it, yeah.
I mean, if you sign that,
That's
then
an
you
insecurity.
honestly
That's
deserve
an insecurity.
that. You deserve
that's
that.
terrible. That's terrible.
Who
That-
would write
the
that?
thing that breaks
that
my
was
heart the
Tony
most.
Romo prenup.
What?
It was the Tony Romo prenup. I also saw that.
Ew.
Oh, that was actually a big one. That was one of the big episode of female
Of this-
dating
of
strategy.
this-
Is John Cena. John Cena had this girlfriend where he like just for her to move in had to sign this like 20-page document, and then like it basically allows him to just like give you a week's notice if the relationship's over to like pack your shit and get out.
I mean, that's actually
essentially.
kind of nice because you usually don't get a week's notice.
No. Well, the Tiger Woods did it. I don't know if you saw what Tiger Woods did. He
had a prenup?
No, he had a girlfriend. Well, no, he didn't have a
I was
prenup,
gonna
which is
say
why
he got
she's a billionaire.
fucked.
And then, I mean, he brought it upon himself. But
Yeah.
his last girlfriend, literally, she was living in this house with him in Florida in this like obviously mega mansion.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "We're going on vacation." And then just at the airport, his lawyers were like, "You're no longer together."
Daniel. Oh my God.
That's why he's the goat. That's why he's the
You
goat.
know what?
Is that why?
I
That's
think it's
why?
good that
he
you're
is
not
the
doing
goat.
vows. I think it's actually good for that. I just want to share this anecdote about love.
Danny's love poems. Hey, you guys hear about Tiger Woods?
Why he's the greatest of all time.
I also couldn't
Okay.
remember what Tony Romo looked like.
Oh, he's very cute,
No,
but
he's
not that
not.
fucking
Yeah, him and
he's
Jessica
a
He looks like,
quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
But he's not. I
not
don't think
anymore.
he's cute at all. This
He's
is the
average.
most average white-faced loser
Yes.
ever.
It's not Tony
But-
Romo.
That's
That's
Tony
Romo?
That's Tony
Looked
Romo.
like not
Yeah,
a
that's
Dallas.
Tony
Oh, that
Romo.
didn't look like
I
a
know,
Dallas.
I know what he looks like.
What?
Yeah, but sometimes that looks like he's like when
What
they play those like
uniform?
all-American team
okay.
things.
He looks hot there. He looks super hot there. He's in a suit.
We could not have more different tastes. This looks like he's transitioning,
Well, I mean,
Krystyna.
he's
your
a
body,
multi-millionaire
Tony.
former Dallas
I
Cowboys
swear I won't gain
quarterback.
weight.
Yeah, it's a good-looking guy.
This
Come
is
on.
not a good-looking guy. You're way better looking than this guy, Danny.
Come on, but he's also
Ew.
Tony Romo. He's like a successful broadcaster, quarterback, great golfer.
I have to pee so bad.
Oh,
I just
okay.
want to see if we're wrapped.
Yeah,
But
we're at an hour.
Okay, because I might piss on the couch.
All right,
We
final
don't want that happen.
That's never happened before.
final thoughts, Danny. I also like no woman the day before her wedding would be like, yeah, I can do a podcast at 1 the day before.
I'd be like, I get my nails done. I gotta look at eyebrow
We might
looks.
do it
I
in
gotta look-
Hawaii. 'Cause Johnny Glover's coming out.
I know he is. He
my
messaged me for
God.
hotel info. I go, wow.
Wait, we should do a podcast at his wedding for sure.
Yeah,
No, not at. Some comic did that.
Oh God.
No, are you serious?
Some comic got married. I saw
was just
people were like
kidding.
posting stories, and there was like a little podcasting area. I go,
Oh,
my
Casey and Robbie had one.
Maybe
But
it's
that
not.
was just for them, though. It wasn't an actual podcast.
It was
to
like
record a
it was like a
message.
book. It was the same as having like a
okay.
book, but only we were
Right.
doing verbal
It was-
messages.
okay.
So it was on the
super
whole
fucking-
time.
It was super fucking cute.
okay.
So you went upstairs and you just said like, "Hey, hey, I love you. Here's a story. Here's a memory.
I was more
here's
concerned with who had to edit that because there would be like long gaps of silence that you would have to get through. Yeah, no. So I thought it was great because I wanted Danny on. I thought it would be cool to have him on the week of his wedding, but then I was like,
just to see how chill a guy
I was like, but are you sure you have time? He's like, no, I got time.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure. I mean, I literally
Well,
coming. I was just fucking. I had to get new shoes. Like I literally came. I just bought new shoes. I had to go do all this
Stressful.
shit.
I see the Nordstrom rack bag right there.
I got to deal with the suit.
Wow.
I got to go. I got to return those because they're the old shoes that are no good. Because the thing is, I get shoes and then I send them photos and she's like, yeah, great. Well, I got 2 pairs and it's great. And then I come home and she's like, you can't wear those.
What's wrong with them?
Nothing.
Oh, she just didn't like the look of them.
Correct.
Okay. All right. In closing, what do you want? What's the last thing you want to say recorded as a single man?
On this spot, I mean,
this is your time capsule, and what?
Yes.
And you know.
Yeah. What is the last thing I want to say?
On a recorded
Do you have a
mic.
lot of guys listening to this?
Yeah.
We have actually a good amount.
Yeah.
All right. Just stay single as long as possible.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Beautiful words.
Mazel tov, Dane.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. And again,
Thank
I just
you.
want to reiterate one of my higher quality male
Sure.
friends.
Yeah.
So,
That's scraping the barrel.
all right, this has been Guys We Fucked, the Anti-Slut Shaming Podcast. Oh, also, promote. Where do you want to
Where can we
listen to
find
you?
you?
Well, so I do a call-in show every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. called The Bath House. You can go search that on YouTube. The best place to find it actually is search Low Value Male, which I have another call-in show, MAIL, which the name came from the Female Dating Strategy podcast. Play on words. And then the Boys Cast every Friday with Ryan Long, who is also on this show.
Amazing.
And he will be at the wedding.
Yeah.
It's going to be a party.
gonna be a
I'm
party.
excited for you guys.
All right,
Ryan
guys.
is going to spill so many things.
Nice.
Ryan told me a story. He was at a wedding. He was at a wedding on the weekend, and then he's like, I was cutting chicken or whatever, and then he's like, somehow his arm slipped and the chicken flew backwards. I'm like, how's that even possible?
Roger Klutz. Okay.
Like, I don't even get the mechanics of throwing chicken bones.
Oh my God. All
happen
right.
there.
He does look like, I always tell him all the
Roger
time, he
Klotz.
looks like Roger Klotz.
Yeah.
It's insane. All right. This has been Guys We Fucked, the Anti-Slut Shaming Podcast. Congratulations, Danny and Heather.
Thank you.
We'll talk
Congrats,
to you
Danny and Heather.
next Friday.